came to Ireland to film a couple of episodes of online cooking course, Meet the Vegans.
Which one? Oh! We're not being late?
The pros. 2 minutes.
Oh.
Very few
Nervous!
Ukraine's armed forces very soon. Well, just to mention, we are here as part of
Okay.
Now, Marta and Oksana are sisters from Ukraine. Through their Lviv Vegan Kitchen are doing their bit for Ukraine's war effort against Russia. Tell us a bit about your story.
We are here because we're so lucky to be invited by Meet the Vegans. We traveled from Ukraine to film a vegan course together with them. And how is it related to what we are doing? We are serving free vegan meals for refugees. As you said, we are serving every day, cooking both well-known vegan dishes and traditional Ukrainian dishes. And what we have today, we brought 6 amazing recipes to show everyone how to cook that.
What the girls are doing, not only first of all is it actually phenomenal, but the food they're using is locally sourced. So it's really going to be interesting to see what they're going to produce, those 6 courses, those 6 dishes.
Because most of our friends drafted to Ukrainian armed forces and they were complaining they have nothing to eat. So we decided to organize something for people who don't want to hurt animals or who can't eat animal products from health reasons. So that's how it started.
Was it okay?
Yep.
Okay, I hope so.
For now, I don't remember what happened for the last 15 minutes. It will take me some time to process and then I will be unable to fall asleep because of embarrassment.
Can you see an end?
The end of the war, you
Yeah.
mean? No, I don't think so. I think that's a problem. Yeah.
Right.
People believe by then that war will end in a couple of weeks. And this is why they were ready to sacrifice
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
They worked, they were welcoming refugees in their houses for free.
Yeah.
But of course, you cannot do this for years.
Like you don't feel like you can keep going, but you have to keep going because you don't have a choice.
Yeah.
And then you've created a food system that's feeding all of these people that without you guys wouldn't have anything. So it must be lovely when someone comes up to you and just says thank you.
I think most people know Borsch, but that's it. And we brought some amazing Ukrainian recipes, both traditionally vegan and like recent modern Ukrainian vegan recipes.
Ukrainian flag again.
Some of the recipes we brought are traditionally vegan. And that's interesting thing about Ukrainian cuisine is that Ukraine is considered mostly Christian country, but we have a huge pagan background. There's a lot of seasons when we traditionally don't eat meat, and that's what we brought. That's sugar,
yeah.
and that's
Ground.
ground.
We not like sat and made a decision, let's make this together, la la la. It just came in a natural way. We lived together at that time and we did a lot of stuff together. Also, we went vegan together in the same day. So it was kind of natural for us, I think.
We were both in Lviv. I think it was one day before full-scale war started. I was going to the dance class and I just suddenly realized it's actually going to happen and I just started crying right on the street.
Everyone expected Russian tanks on the street, even in Lviv. We haven't any clue how war will look like. The first reaction was for most people to run away, and we considered this as well. But then decided to stay and help people.
The atmosphere on the street was completely chaotic. Everyone tried to buy products and water and medicine. We were just walking around trying to realize what to do and volunteering in a couple of different places. It was really chaotic. For the first couple of days of full-scale war, we were arguing all the time because Marta was like, let's leave, and I'm like, no, let's help people. And Marta is screaming at me, why are you this helping guy all the time? And then then the tables turned, and I'm like, no, I'm afraid, let's go to Poland.
And I'm like, oh, let's join the army.
Let's join the army. We were already at the railway station. We had tickets like a couple of minutes before the train. We just realized we don't want to go. I once regretted this decision not to go when we were volunteering at the night shift at the railway station. It was really too much for me. I just realized I can't stand work conditions, and I had panic attack, and I ended up hiding under the table and crying. I just couldn't breathe, and I thought, why didn't we just go to Poland?
During the first weeks of war, then Russian troops attacked not only east and south, as they are doing now, they attacked north as well and tried to conquer Kiev, the capital of Ukraine. So a lot of refugees came from Kiev as well to the west. It was really thousands of people arriving every day.
By the morning, we came up with idea of Lviv Vegan Kitchen because we wanted to stay, but we couldn't stay the way we were before on all this chaotic volunteer points.
We were activists for a couple of years from 2017, and we knew all the local community. And also we knew that there is a small vegan restaurant going out of business. Idea came up to hire their kitchen, and we just walked in and said, hey, how about us paying your rent and serving free vegan meals for refugees? And they're like, oh, okay, we're in. And this is how we started. Posted, hey guys, we are starting to serving vegan meals for refugees for free. How about supporting us? And there was people coming in and bringing a ton of fancy products because everything cheap and affordable was sold out in the first days of war.
I think after a week or two, there were like 20 of us. On the very first day, I think we served around 100 meals. And I thought it's going to be like that, but every day there were more and more of people.
There was the first article about us in the big media, The Independent, that there's Lviv Vegan Kitchen appeared, serving free vegan meals for refugees. So this is how we got donations from the Western countries.
In a week or two, we already had the queue outside, and this place we rented was really small, and it was really difficult to cook that much of food. It was really just chaotic. We were at the place already at 8 a.m., feeding up to 700 people, so we were just running all day. It took them, I think, 4 hours to deliver to the railway station.
We delivered food as like every day, I think, as long as we could.
When the war started, I was barely going outside. I couldn't communicate with a lot of people, but when you have to serve 700 meals a day, and then we started traveling as well, I think I learned how to talk because I couldn't talk, I could only write. Ta-da! And now we will decorate it a bit with black sesame seeds, just because it looks perfect on the rice. It was my dream. I started cooking only a couple of years ago. I mean, I was cooking since I was a kid. I was thinking it's like too late for me to build a cooking career, and like war is not the right time to start something new. But we came up with Lviv Vegan Kitchen. I became even more involved in cooking since war started. Back then, A lot of humanitarian aid arrived to Ukraine every day. So usually early in the morning or late in the evening, we were meeting all these cars and all these people. We didn't have warehouse, so we were just putting everything right in the same place where we were feeding people. And by the next morning, we had to distribute all the humanitarian aid. Loading cars, like when we knew someone of our friends is going to deliver something to the armed forces. We had a couple of humanitarian missions where we specifically delivered a lot of food. The one where me and Marta went was to Kherson for Christmas.
First of all, we planned to deliver every package to the address because we thought it would be nice to wear this Santa Claus hat to bring some joy to these people.
Like, I wanted to make a humanitarian mission, but I didn't want to go. When you are not used, you can cause problems to everyone. You can start crying uncontrollably or whatever, and there's really more danger than use from people like me. So night before the road, I was just crying all day because I didn't want to die, and I thought I was 100% sure I'm about to die.
But then on December 25 was this heavy shelling in the center of the city, so we decided it might be too dangerous for us. Like, we were really scared by all of that. We've heard the explosions before, we've seen even missiles flying in the sky, but this explosions, constant sound all the time was too much for us. There was a moment when we both understand that we are afraid, and we were not pretending being brave and having a nice time in Kherson. We just realized that we both want to go home as soon as possible.
No, yeah, we are terrified. We are going.
So we just delivered food to the city, and then this friend of us with military background, he stayed to deliver. He was telling that a lot of people were crying. They were so happy and excited that someone remembers of them. And that's it, traditional Ukrainian vegan borscht. Yesterday filming is over. I'm kind of like, oh, I could do it in other way. Like, I think if we would have 3 more filming days, the last one's gonna be excellent, like acting like a star, like Gordon Ramsay, you know, firefighter chef, all of them. Start smoking onion.
Yeah.
We just got 1,000 euros from Veg Economist, a magazine in Germany. They are fundraising for us from the very beginning of full-scale invasion. Like, when we are running out of money, we're just saying on our social media, hey guys, we are running out of funds. And this way or another, we keep going like for already 2 years. And I think we're gonna keep going further and further. And there's a lot of people all over the world ready to help. We just haven't met them yet. I was kind of edgy sometimes, but then when you're speaking with a lot of people with this background, when they lost their houses, when they lost their relatives and people they loved, you're trying to keep like to comfort them, to be nice to them, and that's teaching you a lot. And yeah, I think I've changed. It might be too hot for tasting now, but so good. And that's our lazy cabbage rolls.
Brilliant.
Yay! Woo!
I can't believe, like, can you believe it?
Oh, no, I can't. Yeah, it might sound strange, but I think that we should never visit US or Ireland if there's not be a war. It's quite depressing just to be focused on war. because you have to create something and new projects, meeting new people, traveling even during war, because you cannot just stay inside with all of these thoughts about people being killed and territories being occupied. You have to create something just to keep yourself sane. So that's what we are doing, actually. Like Lviv Vegan Kitchen is not only about food relief, it also helps us to keep ourselves sane in some way, I think.
Are we real chefs now?
I guess we are.